Hey my babies, it's your girl Riah J, and I'm back with another video. Today is Thursday, y'all. It's like 9 something. I'm on my way to do my laundry and run some errands or whatever, but I wanted to get on here and give y'all some content because a lot has taken place in the last like 2 days, and y'all know I need to get my shit off my chest and my heart and my mind, inshallah. So I want to tell y'all what's been going on, right? It was 3 people that I was talking to. Y'all know I'm dating and stuff like that. I'm on the road to find my king, and my king, I know he's on the road to find his queen. But anywho, there was 3 people that I was talking to, and you know, one of them, I'm gonna just tell you a little bit about each of them. One of them is Mexican or whatever. He's probably like in his late 30s, probably 40. But he has 1 kid, his daughter. He just sent his daughter to college. The other one is, I believe he's like in a situationship or whatever. He got like 2 kids, you know. He recently moved to PA. The other one that I'm gonna tell you all about, I didn't really want to give him a chance, but I'm gonna just tell you all about it, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, the sequence of events and how everything turned out. But he is 24. He is he's black or whatever. Yeah, the second one was black too. He don't have no kids, never been married, you know. And I remember anyway. So, you know, this one in particular, the last one I'm telling you about, the young one, you know, y'all know I don't do young niggas and stuff like that, but you know, I have to keep my heart open, and I have to be open to the possibilities because I don't want to miss out on my king. But anyway, I'm gonna just tell y'all about what happened. So he been hitting me up for the past few months, right? Trying to see me and trying to get, you know, catch a vibe with me and see what the deal is with me and see if we're a match and we can link up, blues a blue, right? So I've been basically egging him the entire like couple months, you know, before I moved. This was back in like when he was trying to see me and, you know, all of that, but he didn't want to travel all the way up there. Anyway, so y'all know I moved. So basically we linked up, right? This wasn't yesterday. This was the day before yesterday. I finally got him to, you know, come and, you know, come and see me. Let's catch a vibe. Let's see what it is. Let's see if we are a potential match or whatever, you know, for our future. You know, he was talking all of the good, you know, all of the holier than thou things that, you know, guys would talk to get your attention, right? And to make it seem like they this good dude. They looking for their queen. You know, they not in the streets. They not doing the things that they used to do. But I just want to give y'all a little background about him. Well, I guess that'll come. But, you know, saying all the good things. You know, he's looking for his queen. He's not in the streets. He's alone. He don't really have friends. So many things he was telling me about, you know. So, you know, and I was telling him, you know, because as y'all know, today, I'm gonna do a little food shopping and stuff. I'm getting my laundry done and, you know, all that kind of stuff or whatever. So for the last 2 days, it's kind of been a little hard for me and Wookie because, you know, I didn't really have all the things that I wanted and stuff like that. So, you know, of course, him talking about he a stand-up guy and all this kind of stuff, and he'll do what he can. So I was like, all right, I need you to help me out and give me a few groceries for my house, you know. So he was like, all right, I got you or whatever. So I was like, yeah, after we get the stuff from my house, I want you to, you know, hang out with me a little bit and let's see what the vibe is or whatever between us. So he ended up coming over the day before yesterday. This was not Wednesday, this was Tuesday because the baby didn't have no school. He was like, you know, I finally got him to come over, you know. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna take the bus. First of all, I know him, like I know of him because we like from the same hood, you know, but we never hung out. Like I hung out with, like we probably had mutual friends and things of that nature. We probably went to the same parties and same schools or whatever, but me and him never actually hung out growing up. So I just was like, first of all, what do you mean you had a crush on me since we was young? He told me he had a crush on me since we was around 16 or whatever. And he was telling me, you know, I always looked good to him. He always wanted to see what the vibe was with me, you know, but he had other things going on, you know. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So you come over and we'll catch a vibe. So that's what happened, right? So he came over and basically things was cool, you know. I went to go meet him by the bus stop. He took the bus, whatever. So I went to meet him by the bus, and you know, I was like, do you got your car? So he came over, but he was like, you know what, why don't we just go to the supermarket first and then, you know, on the way I'll help you back to the house or whatever, and then I'll chill with you at your house for a little bit, you know, because I gotta go to work, whatever the case is, right? So that's what happened. I met him at the bus stop. You know, he looking at me trying to see what my deal is and stuff like that, and I'm looking at him. You know, he's very handsome, you know, a little brolic, brown skin, really handsome dude, you know, and I thought that he would have the soul to match it with all that good game he was talking, you know, that he's a good man and he's looking for his queen, and you know, he you know, when he love, he give his whole heart, and he been hurt before, and you know, just to tell you all the things that he was telling me. He you know, he recently came home. He just made a year, you know, that he been home from jail. He did a 5-year bid for drugs and a gun, you know, all this kind of shit. But he talking to me like he was a changed man, and he was really on a search for his queen. But anyway, you know, so we on our way to we walk to the supermarket. So it's me, him, and the baby. We walking, we're talking, you know, we catching a vibe, and you know, he bought me like $70. He told me, oh, only spent $50, but I actually spent like $70 on his food stamp card. Not on purpose, because it was things that I needed. So I was like, I'm sorry, you know, I'll give it back to you in 2 days. You know, that's my pickup day, whatever. He was like, don't worry about it. So basically, on the way back, you know, the vibe is still good, you know. So we get into the house, and you know, y'all know I don't smoke. I'm gonna tell y'all now, I haven't smoked since August 23rd was the last time I smoked weed, because you know, I'm really trying to get me a job, and all the jobs that I've gotten in my past, my security job and all these other things, my summer youth and all of that, I have literally took my employment serious, you know, where I have stopped smoking because I knew that they would drug test me, you know, and I need to be clean to get the job. So y'all be proud of me, because I haven't smoked since August 23rd, and y'all know I want to. But he smoked, so he was like, oh, do you mind if I smoke or whatever? So I'm like, no, I don't mind. You can smoke a blunt in my house, whatever. So he bought me a you know, a Black and Mild. So that was cool, you know. At least I had that to smoke, because y'all know I'm not smoking. So yeah, we vibing and stuff like that, and we talking about everything. Like, we talking about politics, the law, our futures. We talking about future family goals. We talking about, you know, we just having a very great mental connection, right? So y'all know that I tell y'all that honesty is policy, and you know, it doesn't matter if you know, it doesn't matter how you personally feel and stuff like that. You know, the people that are in the same boat as me, it doesn't matter about, you know, what you feel in your heart. Are you having, you know, negative vibes or stuff? Are you scary to tell somebody your truth? No, it's not about none of that. At the end of the day, be honest with people that you're dating from the jump, you know, so you can give them a choice, right? Whether to deal with you or not, and nothing to be forced. Oh yeah, he was also talking about, oh, what's your rent, you know, because I'll pay your rent. And I'm not gonna lie, you know, I was like, do you want to move in? All these kind of things, and it's only because we was having such a good vibe, and you would think that the vibe would be true, and that the person's soul would be authentic and real, and you know, that they really mean what they say. But it come to find out that he was all talk, y'all, you know. And I'm not gonna hold y'all, like, I actually broke down a little bit yesterday, because you know, it hurts when you open yourself up, you know, to someone, because you feel the vibe is right and the time is right. And you know, Ray told me something back when me and him had our little fallout or whatever. Ray told me, yo, the next person you date, you know, just be honest from the jump, and you know, give a person a choice. And I really took that to my heart, you know. So with me and him, you know, this man been trying to get my attention for months, you know, and I've been ignoring him and just, you know, staying focused and busy on my grind as I'm supposed to. And you know, the day that I let him in, you know, you buy me food for my house, we catch a good vibe. I mean, we vibing on a mental level, we vibing on an emotional level. And you know, I'm like, you know what, I want to tell you something. On the time of us vibing or whatever, we sitting there, we having a good time. The baby, I'm sitting there, I cooked pasta while he was smoking in my kitchen. Like, you know, I asked him if he wanted to eat. He was like, no, because he ate or whatever, you know. But we just sitting there, we catching a good vibe. The baby ate her Lunchables, you know. Then she wanted some pasta and stuff. But, you know, I gave her what she wanted and stuff, you know. So me and him in La Sala catching a vibe. The baby's in her room, you know. because yesterday was the day back to school after their 4-day weekend or whatever. And, you know, she kept coming out, mommy, I want a snack, mommy, you know, smiling at me and stuff. You know, she says these things these days like, mommy, I can't wait till you have a baby, you know, because I'm going to play with my baby sister like this and I'm going to be like this, you know. So we just vibing. And, you know, he wasn't disrespectful at all. It's just the fact that you don't tell a woman that, you know, you're looking for a queen and it's a queen right in front of you. But instead of you seeing me for my good character, my morals, my values, see the way I am with my kid, you see my house is clean, you see I cook, you see I work, you see I'm ambitious, and instead of you seeing everything about me for what it is, you judge me when I open myself up to you. I made myself vulnerable to you, and you just completely discarded all the facts that you know is true about me, because you were saying, oh, you my black queen, we gonna do this, we gonna be like this, we gonna be all over, blase blah, you know. You know, I've been seeking a woman like you, you know, and I see what it is. Like, I see you need help with the baby, blah, blah, blah. He worked, all this kind of, I mean, he really was talking a good game. And when it came down to me being vulnerable to him, and I really was like, look, honey, I want to tell you something. You know, I don't want you to go home and watch my videos and be like, damn, I was right in her presence. And, you know, she didn't even tell me, or whatever, you know, because I was like, do you want to watch the videos on my channel? Because he told me he never watched my videos. First of all, that's crazy. If you follow me on Instagram and you're not watching my content, you should, you know, because that'll give you everything you need to know about who I am. But anyways, I was like, do you want to watch my videos, or do you want me to write you like a letter? You know, I'm very creative. I'm an artist in life, y'all. So I'm just not no average chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real different. But anyway, a God-fearing woman, all these kind of things. And when it came down to it, you know, I made myself vulnerable to him. We standing in my kitchen, and I told him, you know, when I was 14, this happened to me. When I was 18, this happened to me. And I almost cried, you know, but I didn't. I held my tears back. And he looked at me, and I was like, don't judge me. Like, you told me that you was not going to judge me about anything, that, you know, you was going to take it as face value, and you was going to be real and continue to, you know, be who you are and stuff. And when it came down to it, you know, he was like, well, you know, first of all, he was getting horny and stuff. First of all, 24-year-old little boy, of course you're going to be horny in my presence, because I'm a grown-ass woman. You know, I look good. I talk, and I mean what I say. You know, my house is clean. Like I said, I'm just a really great woman. But anyway, when it came down to it and I made myself vulnerable to this man, and I see this man's reaction, and I'm like, so you're going to judge me? Do you want to? I'm like, so are we going to continue, you know, where we at and where we left off? Like, is it going to be what it's going to be? And he told me, yeah, everything is good. Don't worry about none of that. You know, so I'm not going to lie, y'all. You know, I ended up giving him head or whatever. The head was a 1-2 bop, 2 minute, the nigga came. Clearly, you know. But I cried, not because, you know, when he left, you know, he hit me up and stuff like that. But the next day, you know, clearly this man been trying to get my attention. So when I finally started giving you my attention, I finally started meeting you where you was trying to meet me. And the next day I'm like, good morning, hon, blah, blah, blah. He not texting me back. So I'm like, all right, maybe he busy. Maybe he going to work. So then I text him again. Bloop, he didn't hit me back. Then I text him again. He didn't hit me back. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? Because I'm reaching my breaking point, you know. So I said, you know what? Let me call him. And if he don't answer, that mean that he dubbed me, right? So that's what happened. Right? So I actually broke down a little bit just between me and Allah, because I'm like, you know, I knew better. I knew I should have never gave that man head, you know, even if it was for 2 minutes, a little 2-minute nut. I knew I should have never did that, you know. At the point that man was showing me that he was judging me, and at that point that I told him my truth and made myself vulnerable to him, that he was judging me, and we weren't going to continue on the road that we were on, I should have said, listen, dude, thank you for what you did for me, and, you know, buying my house some food and stuff like that, but, you know, you got to go. But instead, I gave him head for 2 minutes. The nigga came real quick, and this is where we at today. And I just want you to know, if you see this video, you know who you are. You didn't hurt my feelings, you know, because rejection is Allah's protection. And I know that the man that's going to be with me would not be afraid of me. He would not treat me no different than than a queen, you know, because that's what I am. You know, what I preach, what I say is what I'm about. I'm ambitious, I'm smart, I'm about my kid, okay? I'm about my health, I'm about my intelligence, okay? I'm not about pride and ego and judgment and negativity, bullshit and drama, and you need to know that. You didn't hurt my feelings, but you did. You gave me another opportunity to see things for what it is and to continue to grow and learn.